Hello all of you, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back guys, Adnan, Faizan, Subraj, Muhammad, Kamal, Vivek, Usman. Why only 15 people have joined? I think you don't like my lecture. Okay Faizan, let's start. If you remember, yesterday we did practical of port security, right? Today we will see how the DHCP spoof attack take place. So I already told you in the first session that if you are just 1 minute, let me record my session. Oh, so when I told you that if we are talking about spoof attacks, okay, and when we are talking about DHCP spoofing, that is DHCP, somebody is trying to 1 minute, let me mute you guys because then it will be a problem. Okay. Keep yourself mute, don't fight with your wives, okay, and your girlfriend also. So we need to do practical of DHCP spoof attack, but I told you it is not possible to do practical of each and every topic we do, but yes, maximum topic I will show you practically also. So I hope you guys understood port security. It's a very common topic also. Some people will say it is very basic, but anyway, I always target my fresh audience. I know people, expert people have also joined, but you can be a silent spectator if you know, and you can also participate in the queries. If somebody asks the query, I am busy in session, so you can answer them the queries. Later on I will see it. Okay. So today I will show you the practical of DHCP spoof attack. Now in order to understand DHCP spoofing, first you have to understand what is DHCP. I already explained you what is DORA, discover offer request. So in this scenario, if you see, I am having a legitimate DHCP server and a fake DHCP server also, fake, or you can say illegitimate DHCP server. I am having a router who is facing internet, who is an internet edge router. I am having a collapsed core here. What is collapsed core? In collapsed core, what happens? I am just clubbing core and distribution. I am just making one layer, core and distribution. And for access layer, I am having a switch where you can see PC 6, PC 7, PC 8, and one router is connected. Now why I connected one router? Because I want to show this guy as a attacker. So first try to understand the basic, the topology, because if you understand topology, you won't ask questions. And those who are those who are attending for the first time, please attend the lecture. Okay, don't ask if this is the first lecture, second lecture. When you enter a lecture, when you enter a session, keep quiet and listen the lecture rather than disturbing all that is it the second lecture, third lecture, what is the time, when I will get the dumps, when I will get the recordings, all those questions are useless. Don't disturb, concentrate on the lecture. Okay. So, this is my legitimate DHCP server, this is my fake DHCP server, or you can say illegitimate DHCP server. Now, what is the normal process? What is the normal process? That these clients, DHCP clients, they are going to broadcast to get the IP address, subnet mask, default gateway, primary DNS, secondary DNS, all those information which they need to reach internet. So, to reach internet they also need a gateway. 192.168.10.1 is gateway. This is your gateway. This is your legitimate server with an IP address of 192.168.10.2. Okay. These are the DHCP clients. Now, initially we won't do the attack, we will first see how we are getting the IP address from the legitimate DHCP server without an attack. Okay. So, I hope the important thing is before doing practical, I do not want to rush for everything, I just want to go slow and explain you how things work. So, let me just connect to router. So, you see my router R1 is there with a blank configuration, R2 is there with a blank configuration, R3 is also there, I think R3 is not there, switch is there, switch 5 is there. So, when we see the topology, let me place my this thing here. Place this. So, guys, what will be the configuration of R1? Actually, I saved the configuration, I do not know why I lost the configuration. Okay. No issues, we can do that configuration on notepad. R1 interface E0 by 0 IP address 192.168.10.1 255.255.255.0 no shut host name R1. This is internet edge router facing internet. Then I will create a loopback to reach one public IP. Say this is my public IP. Okay. Then I configure R2. This is my legitimate DHCP server. .2. I have to say that anybody comes with anything, suppose I want to reach anyway, It's okay. We don't do the routing, it's okay. Now I will configure DHCP. IP DHCP excluded address 192.168.10.1 to 192.168.10.9. IP DHCP address IP DHCP pool ABC network 192.168.10.0/24 default router 192.168.10.1. That's all. Domain you want. So I will go to R1. Show IP INT brief. Then I will go to R2. Show IP INT brief. Show IP DHCP binding. Show run pipe section DHCP. Can you ping? So this guy can go to gateway. If you want to reach internet, then he has to say he can reach internet. Now who is this switch? Switch 5. Nothing to be done on switch 5. What is to be done on switch? They are all up. This is access switch, okay, where all the users are connected. So initially you don't have to do anything on these two switches. So if I start say R3, who is the attacker? and then I will start these PCs also. Three two seven seven four. Three two seven seven four. 192, 168, 152.128. IP DHCP. See what he did. He start sending broadcasts. He got some IP address. And he got the gateway also. See, his gateway is pinging. Now you can also ping internet. Clear? What about R3? Which interface of R3 is connected? E0 by 0. So, I will go to this guy who is rogue DHCP. He is also a client. He is also a DHCP client. Go to E0 by 0 and say IP address, take it from DHCP. We will wait and see whether he is getting the IP address. So, you see he is also sending a request and he got 10.10. No, I think this is static. Okay. So, E0 by 0, E0 by 1 we do not want. So, I removed it from E0 by 1. So, when I go to R2 and say show IP DHCP binding, I can see he is given some IP addresses to someone. He gave 101. It's okay. Can he go to internet? Yes. He should go. But then he is a router, no? So, he must be going into the routing table. So, I am just disabling his, or I am just disabling no IP route, and then again I am trying. I am making him PC. So, he is also getting internet. PC6 is also getting internet. One more guy, PC7 32775. PC 7. Hello? Yeah, when I am doing something I am quiet. Okay? IP DHCP. Now it's clear, guys? Voice is clear? Hello? Hello, hello, hello. Okay. See, he got 102. Okay. So, he got 102. So, PC6 is also going on internet. He also got it from the legitimate user, from the DHCP server. Everything is working smoothly. PC6, R3, PC6, PC7. If I show you PC8 also. So, what I will do? I will make a copy of this also. Paste. Properties 776. Okay. And I say PC8. So, now you see I am having 4 clients, out of that one is a router. I made him PC by disabling his routing, and 3 are normal PCs. So, normally when you configure DHCP server and when you configure DHCP client, the broadcast, or you can say the steps are DORA, discover, offer, request and acknowledge, and they are working fine. It's working fine. A legitimate DHCP server offering them IP addresses. In fact, the fake DHCP server is also getting himself IP address. There is a purpose there. Clear? At least you understood the normal working of DHCP server. Still we have not done attack. Okay? So, what we will do? We will shut down this PC for time being, and we will make a fake DHCP server. To make a fake DHCP server, always remember, you need a static IP. To make a fake DHCP server, or you can say rogue or illegitimate DHCP server, you need a static IP. DHCP server never give himself an IP address. So, what he will do? He will take one more interface and he will configure an IP address of different pool. See, I am showing you man in the middle attack. So, in the man in the middle attack, what is the motto of the hacker? He is trying to get in all the information that is being passed towards internet. So, he might be sniffing, because see, when he give the IP address subnet mask, he also give the default gateway, and that default gateway might be his own IP address. So, what happened, all the packets are getting diverted to the fake DHCP server rather than going it to the genuine legitimate default gateway. So, this guy is smart, he is doing what, man in the middle attack, and for doing this man in the middle attack, okay, see this. First he gave a static IP address, that so the term is manual, and now he is going to create a fake DHCP server. Already we are having a configuration. So, what we will do, we will use the same configuration. So, R3 is going to act as a attacker. So, what is doing is configuring some exclusions. He is going to give the network. See, the attack will not come to know. Why? Because all those who are going to receive the IP address, they are non-technical people. They need what? When you come, when suppose an accountant come to office, or HR girl comes to an office, or receptionist come to an, when she opens the laptop, when she opens the PC, she needs a IP address, subnet mask, default gateway, whatever. She don't know what is that. She needs internet. That's all. She don't know what is the meaning of IP address, what is class A, class B, class C, what is 192, what is 10.1.1. She needs internet, and she is happy when she sees internet is working. She is not bothered who is giving internet. Only technical people. In fact, you guys are technical, and out of that some also don't know what is the IP address. Just because I am getting free lecture, I am joining. I don't know what is IP addressing. Possible. So, if a technical person don't know what is IP address, forget about like these laymen's. So, they are not bothered, they are just bothered about getting what, IP address. That is why it becomes very easy to fool sometime housewife and ladies which are at home. They will call them and ask for KYC and whatever, OTPs and all, and you see lot of girls or ladies, they are losing their money because they are not that much smart to handle these calls. Even some non-IT or non-technical people, they don't understand why he is giving a link, why he is asking OTP. They don't know what is the meaning of OTP also, that it is one time password. So, definitely now government is educating people. There are a lot of messages coming on Instagram and WhatsApp trying to educate people that these are all attacks, you will lose the money. Okay. So, what I will do, I will just configure a fake DHCP server. Can you see here? So, now this guy rogue DHCP server, that is R3, has become a DHCP server who can offer the IP addresses immediately to those who are looking for IP address. Like say, if PC6, PC7 and PC8 start. So, when he say IP DHCP, he started giving DORA, and you won't believe who is the guy who is very next to him. Okay. So, now there is some issue, he is getting the IP address from 190 to 168.10 series, he should not get. Let us see for this guy, because a nearest DHCP server is already there, but let me see if some snooping is configured or what. No, nothing is there. Let us see IP DHCP, show IP DHCP binding. I think he gave IP addresses. Let us see. So, this guy also got. stop them. I will go to R2 and release the IP addresses. Possible that, so I say clear IP DHCP binding star. Always remember this is automatic, sometime if it is idle it will always be cleared, but then I am doing it very fast. So, it is there for some time. Now, I cleared it. Let me check. So, I clear this IP DHCP binding star, show run. Excluded range is 1.1 to 1.9. Default router is 1. 1 means this guy. He is already he is able to access internet because he got it from the legitimate DHCP server. Okay. Now, these guys will come up and then they will start asking for an IP address. See, ultimately this is also a simulator. So, sometime it misbehave. Still it is getting from, let us see, he is giving this IP address to 6668.06. Let us see the diagram. Switch is there, show IP INT brief, show run, possible. I might have called, okay. Show interface status, nothing is there, okay. R1. Show IP DHCP binding, nothing is there. IP DHCP, show run, okay. Possible they must have cache this anyway. We can do one thing. I will delete this PC and I will add one more PC. Just one PC is enough to check. PC 1. E 0 by 0 goes to we do not need this much pieces. Show IP DHCP. See, R3 immediately gave the IP address to this guy. If I connect one more PC, but the problem is now this PC is not able to access internet. So, he will shout, he will complain to the network guys that I do not know why my internet is not working. So, there is a solution for this also, guys. He will do NAT. So, what he will do? He do not want anyone should catch him. So, he will go to E0 by 1. See, this PC is now able to send packet to gateway. For him 10111, that is the illegitimate device, is the gateway. So, he will go and say IP NAT inside on interface E0 by 0, from where he got the IP address from the legitimate DHCP, will say outside. So, he will do what? He will sniff those packet like that. See, this guy is getting fooled. So, he will send the packet to this guy like that. I will tell you. PC 1 is going to send the packet to this guy because he is the gateway, not here. Here 10.1.1.1. He thinks he is the internet gateway. No, but then this router is very smart. He will snip the packet, send the packet on the another interface towards internet. Clear? He will do what? Network address translation, because my router know this subnet and this fellow has got this subnet. So, he will do what? NATing. How? PC 1 will go to gateway, fake gateway, he will translate it and send it to internet. So, now he will not complain, he want internet, he is a non-technical person. So, he will say IP NAT inside source pool, IP NAT inside source list 10 pool ABC, overload also, and then he will create an access list 10 permit 1 permit 10.1.1.0 0.0.0.255. I am doing NAT, and he will create IP pool what is the command? IP address pool. IP NAT pool ABC, start IP address will be 192.168.10.1, sorry, any IP can be. So, which IP he got? 101, and IP also 192.168.10.101. Net mask 255.255.255.255. So, when I say show IP NAT translation, nothing is there. Now, this guy is going to send the traffic. IP NAT outside. IP NAT, the traffic is going to come on E0 by 0, it will go outside. IP NAT inside source list pool ABC overload. Okay. So, IP NAT inside source list, which network have to be natted? 10.1.1.0. Okay. Can you go 1.1.1? Yes. IP NAT pool ABC start IP end IP. That means I want this IP to be natted. So, I will say IP NAT pool ABC 192.168.10.101, or I can directly say, I don't want we will do interface netting. I don't want this. I will say IP NAT I will say IP NAT inside source list 10 interface E0 by which interface I want the traffic should go out? E0 by 0. See, the traffic comes here, I will forward it to E0 by 0. I am hacker, I can do anything. So, when I say show run, IP NAT inside source, okay, access list, okay, show IP NAT translation, nothing is there. Ping 192.168.10.1. This is my outside, this is my inside. E0 by 0 is my outside. Yes, it should work. Access list is 10. Permit. Ping 192.168.10.1, ping 1.1.1, show IP NAT translation. I am getting internet. Can you see? Trace is there. Trace. See, where is my packet going? First to the fake gateway. Attack happened. PC don't know from where he is getting internet. He is getting internet via R3. Whose IP address is this? 10.1.1.1. We don't have 10 subnet. We have legitimate subnet, or legitimate network is 192.168.10. Clear, guys? I hope you understood what I did. See, R3 will do anything to make this happen. So, what he did, R3? He created a fake DHCP server. He did NAT also, because he wants this guy should get internet, that is all. Otherwise, he will shout, he will complain, and when complaint comes in, then people will troubleshoot, and when people troubleshoot, R3 will be caught. He don't want anyone to catch him. Clear? So, attack took place with the fake DHCP server. R1 is still a DHCP server, no use. And the traffic is not coming to him, it is being managed by the fake DHCP. So, PC is also not complaining that he got some IP address, he got the gateway, he is happy with internet, but his traffic is always going here. Return traffic also comes to R3, then R3 will give it to this guy. How are you going to mitigate this? Okay. So, now we will see how to mitigate the traffic. Clear, guys? I hope you understood the attack. Simple. Now, we will mitigate it. So, what we will do? We will stop this. R3 is still active. R3 is still active. He wants all the traffic to come in. But now, I do not want this. So, what I am going to do? IP DHCP snooping. Once I do this command, show IP DHCP snooping binding, see, he maintains this table, he will maintain this table, and he will treat all the port as untrusted. Later on, I will say IP DHCP snooping VLAN 1. You have to globally also activate this on a switch. You have to activate it on VLAN also, remember. So, the command is here, IP DHCP snooping, enable DHCP snooping globally, IP DHCP snooping trust only for those interfaces which is going towards legitimate DHCP server. So, I will always say my this interface has to be trusted, right, and these interfaces, these means many interfaces other than trunk, this is trunk, access, all should be what? Untrusted. What is the definition of trusted? Allow, offer and request. What is the definition of untrusted? Do not allow, offer and acknowledgement, block them, because access layer ports cannot offer, access layer port cannot acknowledge, trunk port yes, because I have to manually tell that this is my trusted port, my trusted port. Now, many times people ask me that in case if there are users here, then you are trusting this interface because you think the traffic will go to legitimate, but if users are here, then many times I get this question that if the users are there, they can easily attack, they can become a DHCP server. But then I tell them, you are asking me a question that, sir, if I lose my ATM card, then, and on top of that you are asking me, sir, on that ATM card I have also written my PIN, then, good question, no? You lost your ATM card and the best thing is you have written your PIN, then what will happen? You got the answer, you will be robbed. So, if you are arranging you are not following Cisco's hierarchy. What is Cisco's hierarchy? That users are placed in access layer switches, not on distribution layer switches or core switches. So, if you have placed your users in distribution layer switches, then gone. Who is going to save you? You are telling me I lost my ATM with pin written on it, then who is going to save you? You go to police, you go to bank, they will kick you out, telling me you are doing mistake and you are coming here and complaining us. That is why they say, tell you know that whenever you are whenever you are, you have to take care of your ATM cards. Secondly, you don't write your ATM pin on the ATM cards. Okay guys, so what is the configuration I did? IP DHCP snooping, I did IP DHCP snooping VLAN 1. So, now all the ports are now untrusted. You see, you won't see that, but he has treated these ports as untrusted. You have also activated on all the VLANs. Now, you must be thinking I do not have VLANs. So, if you do not have VLANs, then you can activate it on the management VLAN. Got it? This is the configuration, and definitely you have to take this E10 as a trusted port. So, what you are going to do? You have to go on E1/0, which is facing switch 5, and you have to say IP DHCP snooping trust. So, now you see, once again if I start my PC, okay, let me first clear the DHCP binding from here. Show IP DHCP binding. I do not have to say IP DHCP snooping information option, because by default it is active. I will tell you what is the significance of that. IP DHCP snooping option. When I say IP DHCP snooping information option, actually I am activating, which is already active. This process is already active. I have educated my switch to maintain a database of snooping. I am telling my switch that, boss, you have to maintain the database of all the interfaces or all the ports, write down their MAC address, write down their IP addresses and all those stuff. But how it is possible? Whenever you get a request, discover request, you take down their information, like which port, what is the MAC address, and then you send this request or this broadcast to trusted port. So, when the traffic goes towards the trusted port, my switch is aware that I am gathering all these discover messages, I am taking all these requests and sending it on the trusted port. So, he is aware that what is the process going on. He never, nobody enters in this process. That is why it is called option. Okay, because in DHCP you must be knowing that there are various options. So, this is option 82, where switch is actively participating in this process of DORA, and he is maintaining a database called IP DHCP snooping information. He is maintaining snooping table actually. Can you see? He is maintaining a snooping table where he has allowed this port, trusted port, to send as many packets per second. You can also limit offer packets. You can block those offer packets coming from illegitimate server. But yes, on the trusted port you do not have to block it, because this trusted port is going towards legitimate server. So, you can allow this port to carry on multiple packets per second, many. Okay. So, this is optional, per packet per second is optional. So, when I said my switch, boss, this E1/0 is a trusted port, he immediately took it seriously, and rest of the ports he treated as what? Untrusted. See, option 82 is on untrusted port is not allowed. Insertion of option 82 is enabled. DHCP snooping is configured on the following L3 interfaces. So, when I say show IP DHCP binding, and when I start this PC, now there is some bug that he won't get the IP address from the legitimate server, but at least he won't get the IP address from fake server also, remember. The motto is I wanted to show that now the attack is mitigated. See, though R3 is still active, though R3 is still a DHCP server, my PC is not getting IP address because my switch is not allowing this to happen. He is blocked. Statistics. Packet drop, can you see here, from the untrusted port. As I keep on asking, somebody is going to respond. Who is that somebody? The fake DHCP server, and you see the packets are getting dropped by the switch. Switch is not allowing those packets to come in from untrusted port. This is the beauty of DHCP snooping. Attack name is DHCP spoofing, and the mitigation of this attack is DHCP snooping. I told you, snooping means listening silently, eavesdrop. So, guys, this is the DHCP spoof attack, and I showed you how the attack was mitigated. I hope you understood. I hope you understood. I hope you are not sleeping. Okay, Mujahid said no. So, clear, guys? How things, yes, yes. See, basically I will tell you, these are all things which you do not need a practice. Try to understand, man. If you practice this DHCP, this is just a command. You understand what exactly happens when you do DHCP snooping. So, when you go in industry, you should know how to configure it. You won't face with these issues, but yes, I know that nobody is going to rob my house, but still I am having lock. So, I do not have to practice this. Yes, but when I come to firewalls, I will tell you how we are going to arrange the sessions, but otherwise you can use your own PC. You can use a laptop or a PC with 4 GB of minimum RAM, install Eve NG. I will give you images, you can practice it. Just now I showed you the topology, I can give you the file, or you can make your own topology, or I can give you this file also. Got it? There are certain things which you do not need practice, you need an understanding. So, I first gave you theory understanding, and then I showed you practically also, because it was possible for me to emulate in on my this thing EVNG on a small this thing setup. Okay. So, guys, I will end the session today here only, because see I have something very important to be done, like, so I can't continue today for more hours, but then I hope you understood what we did today. So, we are meeting now on Monday, guys, we are meeting now on Monday. We are meeting on Monday. Yes, I will slowly and slowly will be giving you the recordings and all everything. Okay. So, we are meeting on Monday. Do not keep on messaging in the group, where is the link, where is the link. Okay. If somebody asks, you can also write down that there is no session, and you can. Okay. Yeah. Thank you very much, guys. Vishwajit, Faizan, Mujahid, Vinay. See you on Monday. Have a nice weekend. Take care, man.